Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in our Warrior of the Nile series. We are doing really quite well. We just conquered the Scythian capital at long last, and now we need to go ahead and start repairing it, and also go ahead and start moving on Kostromskaya so we can eliminate Scythia from the game. So let's go ahead and start moving our units towards that end of the continent. Alright, that unit just leveled up, so I can't move them just yet, but I can move all the others. Alright, I'm going to move that unit up a little farther just so I can see what's going on. This knight needs to move out. We also have an Egyptian city that's been founded nearby. We don't have a war with Cleopatra right now, but that's gonna start pretty soon because she just founded a city in our midst, and I'm not happy about it. Let's get this knight up to deal with the destruction of Scythia at long last. So this episode we're really going to focus rapidly. We're almost done with Big Ben. A spy from the Roman Empire was killed during the Steel Tech Boost mission in the city of Meroe. Hey Trajan, I mean, I know you denounced me, but... Okay, so yeah, he's not going to promise not to spy on me, so we're going to have to mess with him a little bit. Let's take a look at victory progress. No one's moving towards science just yet. Culturally, Cleopatra is winning. We need to keep an eye on that because she's climbing. She's doing pretty well. We need to catch up to her in a couple of ways. I think maybe the smart thing to do with that in mind, let's go ahead and build a trader here, but then let's go ahead and get going with our archaeologists so we can start picking up our wonders. Or our great works and our artifacts and things like that. That's what I meant to say. All right, Kawa can build a market, and we are going to need more gold. So let's focus on that. Also, Iken could use an additional tile. It needs a little bit more gold, though. 180, not 170 anymore. Okay. So be it. All right, so this unit, it has additional combat strength. We have an Inquisitor here. I can go ahead and remove various religious presences from these cities. We have this Apostle coming up to do the same thing. Yep. Yeah, some of these martyrs have the, or some of these apostles have the martyr bonus, which is nice. I guess it's because we have access to Mont Saint-Michel now. We gained that in the last episode. This musketman is promotable. Let's give them battle cry. I can't move all these units as far as I'd like, but we're getting there. I'm going to take Prokhorovka pretty fast, honestly.
Here, the dark brown
nice, Giant's Causeway.
Basalt.
We're going to need to get that in our territory.
There, the red ochre. And below that again, the slender but distinct lines of the wood coal.
Right, so there's that. What else do we have? Let's take that, take that. Fortify till healed. We'll move this unit over here. We're going to start... I have a feeling Cleopatra's in this direction because she put her city there. That's just my hunch for now. This musketman is also promotable. Let's give them battle cry. Mainly just to heal them. And move this knight up. This infantry is actually on the way down. So we're going to need to... she's willing to cede Prokhorovka. Oh no, of course she is. That's not... For a second I thought that meant she had another city, but that's her capital. So that's just her saying she's willing to give up control of it in order not to die. Alright, this field cannon does need a promotion. Let's give them garrison. And I can purchase this mosque with faith, so let's do that. Plenty of extra faith income from that. Let's build a library. Get some additional technology income. Build the granary. Rebuild the granary, rather. Get this knight all the way up here. Now that our roads are in such good condition, things are going quite well as far as unit movement. Alright, I do want to go ahead and purge any heresy from our core cities. We are one turn away from Big Ben. That is amazing news. There's a possibility we could get beaten to it, but I'm pretty optimistic that we will not. Oh, we can actually move that unit up there. That's perfect. This musketman's ready to go, so we'll move them into position. Alright, don't see any other units so far. Let's move out this direction. This is really cool. I'm liking what I'm seeing up here. It's completely unsettled, so we can put some cities up here too. Egypt might already be thinking about it, so I need to be careful with that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bring this apostle up here to Prokhorovka because Taoism needs to be cleared. Let's also use our faith to purchase an Inquisitor. So Meroe will send them up to make sure these cities are cleansed of Taoism. now that we control the holy city of Taoism. Kind of an important step. We're going to move this infantry up here. That'll help us when we take Sena. We might even keep Sena when we take it. We might not burn it down. Interesting that there's more going on over here. We need to investigate with our caravel.
Don't watch
Yes!
the big clock.
All right.
Do what it does. Keep going.
All right, so with Big Ben being built, that gives us an additional economic policy, which is never, ever, ever a bad thing. All right, and a little bit of a pause here. Let the game load. Knowledge of flight has advanced considerably because we've completed a modern wonder. Very good. Merowe can now build some additional stuff. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for the factory. No. I was going to do an archaeologist in Merowe. If I take you off of production focus... Okay. Yeah, see, now that we're done with that, we can go ahead and take some of these cities off of their previous focuses, and they'll grow faster. For instance, El Kuru will grow in 15 turns, as opposed to more. I'm going to go ahead and build a zoo in El Kuru. And then in Napata, I think a barracks. Just a straight up, we want just basic bonuses for those type units. Resource management is, I think, what we were going to go for, but is there anything that would be even better? 30% protection towards builders, and new trained builders gain 2 extra build actions. That would make our builders, which already are improved by the pyramids, even better. Yeah, I think I'd rather go with that right now. Liberalism is also tempting. We get the amenity for all cities with at least 2 specialty districts, but we don't really have a problem with that right now. The wonder building bonus, I think I'm going to stick with that as well. So yeah, we're going to crank out some builders and really use them to improve a lot of the unimproved tiles in the area. It's going to recalculate our gold income here. We do need to purchase some additional tiles around Eken. Or maybe just purchase a builder. That might be the way to go. Yeah, 440 gold. Let's just purchase a builder now that we are getting so many charges. I mean, they have 6 build charges with every builder. That's fantastic. All right, we're going to circle around this island once with the caravel so we can investigate it and figure out where we want to settle. Okay, no other religions going on down here. Sedenga does need some help, so let's go ahead and remove heresy from that. And then this field cannon, let's move them up here to Qasr Ibrim. This Nubian Apostle, I'm just going to spread that way. This Inquisitor, I was going to send up to Pokrovka. And then this trader in Merowe. I actually want Merowe to grow a little bit, so let's go ahead and have them trade with Pokrovka. Absolutely. Help that city grow faster. Alright, it's almost time. Because of the jungle around this territory, it's getting a little bit harder to see. Yeah. Attacking Kostromskaya is not going to be the simplest thing in the world. That's for sure. That much is for sure. And then this, hang on. Your passive ability is industrial and modern era units, which I'm fighting with. So we definitely want this great general in range. All right, almost done with the granary in Pokrovka. Once we're done with the war with Scythia, this city will be able to start growing again. Yeah, so we've got a housing issue here, but we can start building these sewers soon. We're working on them. We're building our... We have room for another trader as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's repair the monument in Pokrovka. Let's get the knight up here. New caravel's done. Let's go ahead and start exploring down this direction. Finally going out into the water. A little bit behind schedule. We've been so focused on building up our home continent, which we've been able to. I mean, we have a very nice home empire. I mean, look at this. This is awesome. This is our continent. This is our territory. All right, so this is our spy. Let's just keep counter-spying in the campus district to guard all those. There's one district over here that's kind of off to the side. So that industrial district might be in a little bit of danger in the future since we're not guarding it with our other districts. But that's a risk I'll have to take. And this builder, ooh, so much to do. Let's go ahead and improve those wheat tiles. You're our proselytizer, right? So let's go ahead and get started. That actually didn't do as much as I thought it would. Interesting. It should have eliminated 75%. I guess there was just that much religious pressure in that city. Okay, so now we can see Kostromskaya. Let's move our bombards into position. They're going to get hit. They're going to get hit hard. But I think it's going to be all right. We need to get our general into position as soon as possible. And then for the next war against Cleopatra, we're going to have some army units, so things are going to go even faster, I think. Another barbarian encampment. Interesting icebergs up here. I like this. I wonder if this is part of the detailed worlds map generation script, even though it screwed me out of having fish along my coast. No, Scythia. Yeah, Scythia knows they're in trouble now. I mean, they've known they're in trouble, but they know even more now. They're even more convinced. Alright, we can start firing with some of these units. Not all of them, but some. And what have we got here? Sedenga? Oh, they finished their settler. Very good. I do want to go ahead and build a university here. This Inquisitor can go ahead and cleanse Amun from Pokrovka. That religion no longer exists in its home city. Always satisfying to do that with an Inquisitor on a holy city. Okay, can't do anything with you yet. Nor you. Nor you. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. Yep, let's improve that. These new builders are going to be awesome. All right, so now we can, of course, found a city down here. Where was I going to build it? I could build it in range of that tobacco. That wheat would be in range of Kawa. This isn't the worst spot for it, honestly. Could have just kept Galonis. Yeah, let's just put it where Galonis was. We'll found our own city. Probably should have just kept it, but that's fine. Alright, you're a proselytizer, right? No, you're a debater. So let's train another Inquisitor and send them up to Nuri. Making so much faith per turn, it's ridiculous. Okay, good. I was trying to uncover that one tile. There's some niter up there, too. Alright, so they're going to start hitting my units with as much as they can. But I honestly think we're going to wear them down faster. That's a weaker city than their capital was. So we should be okay. Let's see how this goes. Yep, let's repair the entertainment complex. I love that district repair costs were finally fixed. People were trying to tell me that it was the way it was supposed to be, and I was like, no, that's definitely not the way it's supposed to be. All right, let's see. We need to move these guys one more time. Let's move them in, so now the Great General is in range of some of these units nearby, and we can start firing on Kostromskaya. I'm going to fortify you. Don't need to fortify you. I'm not going to charge you. Well, I could actually charge you in. You could do some damage. Get some experience. Attacking a city of that strength. And this is on grassland, so this field cannon will be able to fire next turn. That's nice. I wasn't expecting that. So I think I want to move these units into the water to deal with the barbarians. I want to start taking care of these encampments as much as possible, so we can settle those areas. Let's move this knight up here. Alright, this Inquisitor needs to come over to Qasr Ibrim. This Inquisitor can come up here to Nuri, as was the plan, I believe. Done. And what do we have here? Nothing. Okay. Yep, let's go for the wheat. The wheat is the focus for now. A little bit of an amenity problem in that city. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Alright, so now we need to circle this caravel back down around and come over here. See what's going on in this part of the continent. Because I feel like Egypt has probably settled additional cities over... Oh, no! You are so cocky. I forgot you were in the game. Alright, so Alexander could be a bit of a problem. Let's see. Would you like to visit our nearby city? So he knows where our cities are. I don't know where his are, but we're going to find him soon. We might have encountered him with a naval unit, maybe? Where did we encounter him? Yeah, he must have had a naval unit exploring near Iken. Interesting. We could do another campus near Pazirik. Ooh. +3 if I put it there. Because it's surrounded by other districts. That's not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and put one down there. And then here, can't quite purchase a university yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the shipyard building in Qasr Ibrim. Heh, can build some wonders pretty quickly. If I do an encampment, I think I want to have an encampment kind of sitting here. It's out in the desert where that tile wouldn't be productive otherwise, so that's a start. All right, I'm going to circle way around. Yeah, all right, so now that I've explored there, we're going to just, let's actually do this. It's going to be, ooh, 7 turns. Wow, it's a little bit farther, a little bit longer than I thought. Time to do our thing here. This field cannon can fire twice. This might completely bring the city down. And if it does, we're just going to go ahead and eliminate Scythia right now. Because these bombers are going to do a ton of damage to it when they fire. Okay, it's not going to completely eliminate it, but next turn it will. Very good. Alright, so the walls are gone. Let's go ahead and fortify you until healed. And I definitely want to bring our great general here a little bit further into the fray. So he's boosting all of our units' combat strength. Doesn't matter at this point, but just going to do it on principle. Okay. Nuri has been converted. Building our last trader there. Let's put our cavalry in position in Qasr Ibrim. And then this musketman, ooh, our new settler is coming down here, so let's go ahead and do that. This musketman can come up to here. Yeah, we need to prepare for that war against Cleopatra, so all of our units are going to go up there. New builders done training. We're going to explore around the edge of the continent here, see if there's anything else to expand upon. I doubt there is, but we'll try. All right, Inquisitor, go ahead and remove that religious influence there. This should make Sena pretty vulnerable to our religion, frankly. Ooh, there's a Egyptian cavalry. No, Scythia. There's an Egyptian cavalry or knight corps up here. But we're not at war with Egypt, so that's okay. She's dealing with the barbarians on her own, which means she might be thinking of settling this area as well. She just took care of the encampment for us. All right. We can go up here then and take care of that. Appreciate that, Egypt. You finished taking care of those guys. We're still moving this caravel down here. I'm just going to move it there for now. This knight is promotable because of the range damage they just took. They'll take a little bit more. Kawa, let's... Ooh. Armory first? Yeah, armory first. Extra production. Extra food. And then we need to improve that gypsum for some production there. Faras, yep, let's bring this Inquisitor down to cleanse that city. Moment of truth. Let's go ahead and eliminate Scythia from the game. That was an unnecessary amount of attacks. The bombards themselves will finish the city off pretty easily. So that one might... No, didn't quite level up. Can't attack with that unit, but I can with the cavalry. So long, Scythia. You have been a thorn in my side for long enough. I'll be remembered longer than you. Goodbye. Keep city. Let's go ahead and keep it. Kostromskaya is now ours, and because of that, we're now done with all of the war weariness in this area, so we can start... Let's see, builders are... No, not going to be able to buy a builder there just yet, but soon. Okay, let's move you back up to be back with these musketmen. I can't promote them to an infantry unit yet. This knight is promotable, but not this turn. This builder... Ooh. Let's go for that copper first. That's the most important one to improve. Let's just put you to sleep, Simon. I need you to hang out with the musketmen and not ask questions. And then we're going to get this Inquisitor up there to Kostromskaya. Ooh, interesting. Barbarian Caravel. Wasn't expecting that. Settler has arrived. Dongiel has been founded. Let's see, how about a granary to help you grow quickly? Our science input has grown pretty rapidly. We're 2 turns away from sanitation. Cleopatra wants trade deals. I don't want to trade anything with Cleopatra because, frankly, she has settled on my continent and I've had enough of her. Alright, this knight. Let's give them charge versus a fortified defender. And then Napata. Yeah, we have some additional wonders to build, don't we, too? Additional traders would be good, additional builders, additional everything. Let's go for traders first. That's always been my priority. And then I guess, yeah, granary in Aken would be the next logical step. Repair the arena in Pokrovka. I'm loving the fixed repair costs. It's fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and bring this musketman unit up here to help deal with the barbarians. Alright, this field cannon can come all the way over here, as can this one. So these units are all going to be moving for a few turns. This bombard... Ooh, yeah, we have artillery now. I forgot about that. Silly me. We have lots of gold in order to get them promoted to it, so now that'll make life a lot easier. This barbarian caravel might actually stand a bit of a chance against ours. We'll have to be careful here. We'll get some experience because of the improved barbarian XP mod, but actually that's more than I thought we'd get. 6 experience, so we could be okay. If we level up, then we can heal, and we'll go from there. No, Alexander, I'm not giving you Hamlet. That's not happening. Archaeologist is almost done in Meroe. Granary's almost done in Kostromskaya. Arena's almost repaired in Pokrovka. Pazyryk is going to need some housing. We're doing a couple of campus districts there. Awesome. All right, so now we're working on steam power for those embarked units to move faster. Meroe, let's continue to train... Can't build another archaeologist here, but I can do a builder, and we need to start cranking those out. Nuri could build... Let's go ahead and do a sewer since you have a housing problem. Let's repair the monument there. And then where's the first spot that you could dig? There? Do it. Alright, knowledge of combustion has advanced considerably. Choose artifact. It's a Tamiris artifact, a mummy. Nuri, oh, this is a new trader. I think what I want to do is go ahead and join our new territory with our old territory, our existing territory. You know what? I don't want to lose this caravel, so I'm going to withdraw them from that combat. The barbarians might chase me down, but I'm going to withdraw them anyway. Alright, this musketman can come up here. We might declare war for Sina before I end this episode. Because frankly, I don't like Cleopatra. If you haven't noticed, I don't like Cleopatra. Alexander's actually friendly towards me, probably because I've been at war and I've been conquering people. Alexander actually likes warmongering civilizations a little bit more. Remove heresy. Kostromskaya is now an Amun city. Nice. Very nice. This is going well. We do need a builder in Heh, because this encampment's taking forever. We have this one, though, so that'll help a little bit. And then go back over to the lumber mill. Now that should help you a lot. Yeah, that shaves some turns off. Scorched Earth for the envoys, mobilization. I think mobilization for the armies, so we can start training those. Pokrovka could use what? A military academy for the production, I imagine. Yeah, let's do that. If I put you on food focus, you'll grow in 40 turns as opposed to 57, but then that'll take 5 turns longer, so... we might need a builder to get going there soon. We'll see. Alright, so this is an Amanitore artifact. This is one of ours. It's an ancient artifact. Very nice. We found it in 1820. Alright, we do need to cleanse Kerma. So let's go ahead and do that. Taoism is going to be completely removed from our territory. We're going to fortify that cavalry until they're healed. Pokrovka, I want you to grow. So just trade with the capital. Trade with Meroe. I think the cities are actually linked up already, but I still want a trade route linking everything up as well, so... Alright. Yeah, these barbarians are not going to last very long. Okay, the barbarian caravel didn't chase me. Looks like we might not be able to get through here, but I'll try. Shot is about to grow. What's this? Cristo Redentor has been built by someone else. Ooh. You're willing to give me a religious artwork for my 2 things that I just found? No, Trajan. Doesn't work that way. Alright, so Cleopatra's built another wonder. She is really going for that cultural victory. And the fact that she got Cristo Redentor is going to help her a lot. So that just upped our urgency a little bit. Let's see, Meroe doesn't need another district yet. Let's go ahead and go for the stock exchange so we can have additional gold income. And then Kostromskaya could use what? A builder? Yeah, probably a builder. Since we have that bonus policy, we need to keep working on it. Any other artifacts in your immediate range? Doesn't look like there are any. So we'll go over here and get that one. Alright, that I can improve. So I'll go ahead and improve that. That's within range of Meroe. There's a lumber mill. We'll build a farm there. I wish I could see Sina from here, but I can't. I'm looking forward to getting that goody hut. Aha, we met Valletta. Ooh, Valletta. Holy crap. If we can get Valletta, then that will actually allow us to purchase a lot of buildings in some of our newer cities with the faith that we have. That's a huge win. And we can take Valletta right now. We finally met a city-state. Ooh, Cleopatra's going to be pissed. Tell you what, let's just go ahead and do 12. That's fantastic. So now we have extra production when building units, extra production in every encampment district when producing units, and additional production in every encampment district when producing units. So specifically when we're buying units. But also, now that we have Valletta, we can purchase all of our city center buildings with faith. So anywhere that needs, for instance, a sewer, because of a housing issue, like in Nuri, or armories for, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. All right, that's a huge win. All right, so now let's go ahead and, yeah, in another turn or two, we can just purchase an army outright. So why don't I go ahead and get a holy site going, like right, that would be a good campus district spot. Let's do a holy site here. Because I think this would actually be a +4 campus district, if I'm not mistaken. Can't build one just yet, but we will. That'll be the next step. Oh, chill out. You tread on dangerous ground by building all of my wonders, Cleopatra, so you win some, you lose some, buddy. God, finding Valletta is awesome. I was not expecting that. Okay, there's that. Alright, so these barbarians are going to try and give me trouble. Let's go ahead and get that goody hut. Oh, look, some additional faith. That came at a good time. Great merchant, +1 level of diplomatic visibility with all other civilizations. Yes, please. Let's eliminate the archers here. I don't think we're going to actually kill them off, but we're going to come pretty close. Yep. All right. I can buy an armory soon with faith, so I think I'd rather just do a builder. Yep, there's our diplomatic visibility. There's our new farm from Meroe, and we also, looks like we need to purchase a sewer here before long, but we'll be able to, so that's okay. Wow, there's actually a lot going on to this continent over here that I never discovered until now. Alright, Napata, you have a new trader. Where are our current trade routes? El Kuru, yeah, we need to move some of them away from El Kuru soon. Pokrovka, Meroe, let's go ahead and get one in Kostromskaya. I want that city joining my territory as well. Meanwhile, we're going to start sailing directly back this way. We might actually get this caravel to heal up for a turn. That might be the best thing to do. Why don't I go ahead and do that? Let's move you up here. And this archaeologist, yep, excavates. It's one of ours. We've got a javelin. Very nice. Another farm. Iken is growing much faster now, and the Granier is almost done. Alexander wants an embassy? Sure. Let's see if we can find an embassy with him. We should be able to. Once we have our second shipyard built, which we are 13 turns away from, well, we're not... it's not going to matter. We'll have steam power done in 5 turns, but... Let's see. Can we send you an embassy? Yeah, we can. Yep. All right, so we've got a good relationship going with Alexander, at least. Can't do anything with Rome, though. Unsurprisingly. Oh, gosh. Yeah, let's do a stock exchange. I need the money. And then El Kuru. Oh, yeah, we need to move you. All right, so right now we have... Iken. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and put a trader in our new city. Because why not? And this new builder over here can come down here and start improving tiles around the new city as well. All right, this artillery can start moving over here. It's going to take a while, but... All right, Kostromskaya. Yeah, you trade with Meroe. Works for me. This cavalry unit can move up there. This one can move up here. It's going to be time to declare war on Egypt before long at all. Alright, this pikeman, if they can level up, that would be awesome. I don't think killing a barbarian archer is going to give them a ton of experience. Probably just 2. No, 5. And they got a level, they got a promotion. Alright. Let's ride this way with the knights a little bit. Oh, we've got another unit here. A little bit of blind riding caused a combat unexpectedly, but they're just warriors. We'll be okay. Amsterdam. Alright, so we can go ahead and become suzerain of Amsterdam. And this means our trade wealth with foreign cities earn 6% more gold, and we'll get additional gold for all of our commercial districts. So this is a huge win as well. Alright, we just became suzerain of Amsterdam. Wow. Alright, we have additional envoys, I know, but we're going to skip that, because when we meet additional city-states, things will get even better. Let's cleanse Kerma, because that was the plan. And we are 32 minutes into this episode, so I guess I need to stop, but I'm having fun. Haven't played for a few days. Recorded a bunch of episodes so I can go out of town, so I could leave town this past weekend, and had a great weekend, but... Let's see, triggers the Eureka moment from one random technology era, applies for 20 free great general people points towards recruiting all future and great people. Yeah, let's go ahead and recruit our great scientist. We could use that. Pikeman, promotable. Yeah, Echelon. You want pikemen to fight cavalry, so you might as well make that ability stronger. Alright. I think I do want you to grow as rapidly as possible, so you trade with the capital, please. And then, yep. So Iken is doing much better now. Much, much better. El Kuru, we are going to need to move you again. Another new city, probably. Shat, perhaps? Shat isn't connected to our capital yet, so let's go ahead and do that. Alfred Nobel. Excellent. Alright, that's taken care of. Alright, more barbarians here. Let's go ahead and just have them... Well, we can't fortify yet, but... Alright, so there's the encampment. They're pretty weak, so we'll deal with them in a bit. I'm hoping there's another city-state here that I can take suzerain status of. That was a nice start. Yeah, Cleopatra's not going to be happy with me when I do what I do to her. Let's go ahead and move this unit into place. Next turn. Excellent. Campus is done. This campus is done. What have we got? We can train a library or build a library in 3 turns in Paziric. Let's definitely do that. That's a nice quick turnaround on that production time. And then I do want to improve those woods. Absolutely. Egyptian apostle. Interesting. I'm not a fan of your presence, Egypt. So they're going to try and, I guess, reconvert some of these cities. Not impressed. Not impressed in the slightest. Alright, this musketman needs to come up here. Actually, this infantry needs to be on the front lines, because they're infantry. Alright, you heal up. You finish those guys off. Barbarian actually felled a knight, I should say. Alright, and there's that scout. And they got Spear of Phaon, so now they have the additional combat strength, the +5 combat strength modifier. But the Barbarian has it too. That's probably how the Barbarian did so well. Alright, so there's a Barbarian frigate out here. I need to be careful with this caravel. Let's try and skirt it. Yep, trade with Meroe. And that's all of our trade routes. And on that note, let's go ahead and finish this turn. We're at turn 286. I want to keep going. I really do. This is... I'm enjoying this. Oh, chill out. We're gonna fight. We're gonna take all of Cleopatra's territory before the end of this. Because she took my wonder, and I want it back. We've got a lot of faith, which we can use. You were right to worry. Declare war. Yep. It's on, Cleopatra. It is on like Donkey Kong. So, let's go ahead and move our units into position. Infantry first. Now, this is going to be a little challenging. Because that's, I mean, from a terrain perspective, I mean, she's got these cliffs here. The city's going to be really hard to attack. We're probably going to need... let's see, can we purchase... No, we can't purchase any, We haven't researched the balloons yet. We can't purchase any... Ooh, yes we have. We can actually get the balloons right now. It's 4 turns away, so that'll give us the ability to fire from farther away with our artillery, and that'll help Cena fall. But yeah, we're not going to be able to surround this city very easily, so we're going to have to take it down, I guess carefully. Let's buy an armory there. We can't quite buy a military academy. It's a little bit too expensive. So why don't we just do another builder here, since we just finished another one. Buy that monument. Can I buy the sewer? I can, but I don't need to yet. So let's go for a lighthouse in Aken. Extra production for the encampment. That's continuing to go well. Alright, I want to move you, but not just yet. And you need to get out of the water. Thank you. Alright, this builder needs to improve that wheat. Good, it was on the road, so they were able to move straight to it. Finish off that scout. Nice try. Really? Okay, so it turns out the decisive victory is still not perfect. Here I was thinking it was still good, but it's better, but it's still not perfect. And that was against a barbarian scout, no less. Quite frustrating. Oh, there's that frigate. Dang, they're blocking me off pretty well. All right, well, I need to go ahead and stop this episode. Let's, yeah, we're with Egypt now, so we can eliminate that apostle. Probably should have done it just then. But I think we can now, since it's on the road. No, not quite. But I might be able to with a cavalry unit. No, not quite there either. Oh, no, it's not a cavalry unit. There we go. Yeah, let me just go ahead and train up a cavalry unit down here. Or a ranger, for that matter. Yeah, let's do a ranger. We still have some exploring to do. We might be able to use them to our benefit. This Caravel's actually promotable to a Ironside. Let's go ahead and do that. And then Napata, you definitely need to improve that cattle. El Kuru, I'm okay with El Kuru keeping one of his trade routes, but we just need to re-establish a lot of these and put them elsewhere. El Kuru, Akan, Nuri. Yeah, Napata actually doesn't have anything right now as far as a trade route. Faras doesn't either. And Heh doesn't either. I think I want Faras. Faras has been around for the longest and yet is not growing that much, so I want to deal with that. And let's go ahead and get some farms over there. Our level 5 field cannon is going to be needed soon. I do think we're going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to this city, especially once we can buy the observation balloons. I need to stop. Alright, let's go ahead and finish off this scout. Good night. And then we're going to charge in this way. And these encampments will be completely gone. And I think I really would like to colonize these islands. Yeah, this continent is much more complex than I thought it was. It's fantastic. Another goody hut up here. All right, let's go to the next turn. I kind of want to go to turn 290 before I end this. I consider you a true friend. I hope that I've earned that same trust in you. We're happy to let the world know we stand united as friends. Okay, at least we're friends with Alexander. All right, so they're firing on the infantry. Not going to do much good. They're just going to give me experience if they do that. Let's move you there. This knight is promotable. Let's give them barding. This ranger is also promotable. Let's have them move faster through rainforest. Great person, great rider. Interesting. We also need to train additional archaeologists. Yeah, I want to go to turn 290 and then we'll stop. Why don't I... Yeah, let's do... We need a builder. Need all the builders. Pazyryk doesn't need one, I don't think. So let's go ahead and go for the university there. And we'll go for the library in Kerma. Kostromskaya. Builder, absolutely. There's already one there, but we'll do another one. Alright, this ranger needs to hunt down that apostle next. But first, we've got some other tiles to improve here. Can I go ahead and buy that? Yes, I can. Let's do that. Mark Twain. Let's move you up to Pokrovka, because there's the Great Library of Alexandria there. For us, trade with the capital, please. There's not a road leading from Faras yet, so that's a good win there too. Let's get that cattle. Alright, can't move just yet, that's fine. Actually, you know what? I want to have this guy move up because he can attack twice. Okay, now you are good, so are you. And let's have a look. Yeah, it's just one little goody hut on an island there, but we can take care of that soon. This caravel can be promoted to an ironclad. Very good. Got some experience from it too. Alexandrian, or Macedonian scout. Interesting. Now Egypt is firing with a little bit more advanced units. That's a nice... I do have to say, that's a nice canal city that they founded there. Kind of a smart decision on the part of the AI. Ooh, nice. Let's eliminate their... Alright, it's not quite... Oh yeah, we did eliminate it. Very good. That's what I wanted to see. Now we can start firing on Sina. We may actually be able to take it pretty easily. We'll see how this goes. Napata, can't do anything just yet. Why don't I go ahead and train or build a military academy. We need the construction. And this is with the city on production focus too. It's just nuts how long it's taken. I could go ahead and purchase an additional desert tile. That'll help a little bit because of Petra. Petra doesn't give that much of a production bonus, I guess. It's more of a food bonus. It turns, desert cities into food productive cities. I just want to put you to sleep, dude. You need to sleep, not just have your turn skipped. Okay.
Jim said that bees won't sting idiots.
Haha! The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
I didn't believe that, because I tried them lots of times myself, and they wouldn't sting me.
Okay. Let's see, this artillery is still on its way up. In one turn, we'll have access to observation balloons, which will help us take this city that we're going for. Where is that? There you are. All right, let's eliminate that apostle. That's done. Meroe, this... Just need to keep counterspying where you've been counterspying, no problem. 3 turns away from that project being done. Build a farm there. This builder... Ooh, we could do another... Yeah, let's go ahead and do another Nubian pyramid there. Alright, now this is the one trader left in El Kuru, and I don't mind leaving them. So why don't we go ahead and give them production focus. And it looks like Meroe is actually the best city for them to trade with. And you are going to need a sewer before long, maybe next turn, I can get that for you. So we're on turn 290 now. I guess I have to stop. I guess I gotta stop. Let's take a quick look at the victory progress. We're still suzerain of our 2 city-states. Valletta wants a trade route. That's good news. Cleopatra is doing well tourism-wise, but we're starting to... actually, you know, there's 2 more civilizations that are still doing better than us in the culture victory game, so I'm going to need to be careful. There's a naturalist there. We'll need to eliminate them. I'm going to bring my units that I was using to take this territory down here to explore. Now, this needs to be... oh, no, it doesn't. That actually is already part of Kostumskaya. Very good. All right. Yeah, big surprise. They're attacking that unit. Now that the observation balloons are done, things are about to get really interesting. We can purchase one, I think. Not with faith, but with gold. No, we can't. 720 gold, so we're going to need to train one. Let's go ahead and just go through this turn, but I'm not going to go to another one. Let's go for replaceable parts. I need to go ahead and have infantry. We're a little bit behind on that, although we have an infantry unit already. Let's go for cultural heritage, so we have access to shipwrecks. And then here... a theater square in Faras, maybe? Yep, we need that. Fill policy slots. Ooh, military policy slot. Levy en masse. Unit maintenance reduced by 2, not 1 anymore. That's going to be good for our gold income, because we have a pretty decent-sized army, so we're going to have probably over 100 gold now, I would guess. A little bit over. Or maybe better. Maybe I'm... because it's got to recalculate completely, and it's 2 gold per unit, so it could be plus 110 or plus 120. Nice. That is more than I was expecting. Fantastic. Alright, let's go ahead and move this builder up here, because there's some tiles around Kerma that need to be improved. This artillery unit can come up here. Mark Twain.
He had discovered a great law of human action.
Alright, Adventures of Tom Sawyer. I'm going to keep them fortified for now. There's no reason to have them charge in, but we're going to have Sina in our grasp pretty quickly. This has turned out to be easier than I thought. Yeah, I can get some extra production out of the city if I improve that stone. Let's go ahead and do a Nubian pyramid there. Actually, I need to eliminate that caravel now that I have this ironclad in the area, so I'll probably do that. Speaking of caravels, let's go ahead and move this one down. I knew I was going to explore more of this area, but I don't want to lose that ship. Plus, this knight can look around here, so they can get a little exploring done in the absence of the caravel. And let's go to turn 292, and that will truly be it. In the next one, I am going to take Sina, no doubt, and then we're going to take a look around with some more naval ships and see if we can find... oh, there's the edge of the map glitching out because I'm using the zoom bonus. But we're going to take some more naval ships and start exploring the other areas of the map and just see what else we can discover on the other continents and see what we can find as far as Cleopatra's territory, because we're at war with her now, and we're not really going to stop the war. We just need to continue with everything that we can to discover where her cities are, so we can like take our wonder back. She built Jebel Barkal. We need to take that. We have a whole bunch of things to do, and the series continues to pick up steam. I think we're going to have a pretty interesting war-filled endgame, even if we do go for a cultural victory, which it seems like is going to be the way to go. Or maybe a science victory, who knows. But yeah, going pretty well so far. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at noon Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.